distinguished students. It's a pleasure to meet with you. I am excited to be here. I hope you are all excited to be here. This is LIS 205, Internet and Information Searching. LIS 205, Internet and Information Searching. I trust you are all doing well. Today, we are going to be having lesson 1. We're going to learn about the meaning, the history, the development of the internet and the World Wide Web, popularly known as WWW. So sit back and relax. We are going to class now. Welcome back. Like I said earlier, today we will be learning about the meaning, history, and development of the internet and the World Wide Web. Some of us are familiar with these terms, but do you know the history behind it? At the end of this class, you should be able to 1. Give a brief history of the development of the Internet and World Wide Web. 2. Define the Internet. 3. Explain what World Wide Web is all about. And finally, you should be able to explain the difference between the Internet and the World Wide Web. I have a question for you. How do you think the Internet came about? How do you think the Internet came about? Most of us use the Internet, but think deeply. How do you think it came about? The Internet came as a result of fear entertained by the American government on the possibility of war between USA and Russia. On 2 occasions, the Russian government had proven to the USA that in terms of technology, it was more superior to the American government. First, it was the Russian government that sent a human being to the moon. In other words, the first man that landed on the moon was not an American, but a Russian. And secondly, the Russian government built a missile at a tiny island close to the United States without the knowledge of the American government, despite its security operatives that have been rated to be the best in the world. Some visionary thinking people came to the conclusion that if Russia wants, it can invade and destroy American cities before other Americans knew about it. In addition, these visionary leaders saw great potentials to allow computers to share information on research and development, especially in scientific and military fields. Bearing this in mind, Advanced Research Agency Network (ARPANET) was created under the auspices of the Department of Defense in 1960. Part of their responsibilities was to secure the computers used for defense purposes in the event of war or natural disaster. At the initial stage, only 4 computers located at military establishments were connected. However, within a span of 10 years, the computer network had grown to 200 computers. Having learned a little about the history of the Internet, it is time to define the Internet. Internet is referring to the network infrastructures which allows computers to be connected in order to share resources. It provides the network structure that allows computers to communicate with each other and as a result, share information. Internet is a massive network of networks, a networking infrastructure. That is according to an author, Bill 2018. The Internet connects millions of people, millions of computers together globally, forming a network in which any computer can communicate with another computer as long as they are connected to the Internet. There are some basic terms used in defining the internet. The first one is TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. Transmission Control Protocol is a standard that defines how communication devices establishes and maintains a network conversation through which data can be exchanged. TCP works with the Internet Protocol (IP), which defines how computers send packets of data to each other. A packet is the unit of data which is routed between a source and a destination on the Internet or any other packet-switched network. When any document is to be sent from one place to another on the Internet, the Transmission Control Protocol divides the file into chunks, which are also called packets. These packets are of different sizes so that the message can be sent easily. Each of these packets are separately numbered and includes the Internet Protocol address of both the sending and receiving computers. You can see we have explained the TCP, IP, and packets. They are independent and also intertwined. The next item to discuss is the World Wide Web, popularly known as WWW. What is the World Wide Web? It is a collection of hypertext and hyperlinked documents stored and accessed on the Internet. World Wide Web is like a large library. However, the documents are scattered on computers connected to the Internet. But because of the hyperlink technology, the resources when needed appeared like they are stored in one central location. Wikipedia 2019 describes the WWW as an information system where documents and other web resources are identified by their uniform resource locator, which may be interlinked by hypertext and are accessible over the Internet by a software application called the web browser. What is the difference between the Internet and the World Wide Web? There is a confusion between the actual meaning of the words Internet and World Wide Web. Some people erroneously use the terms interchangeably. These two terms are not the same, so please don't make that mistake. Internet refers to the network of infrastructures which allows computers to be connected to each other to share resources, while WWW, on the other hand, is simply the collection of resources that can be accessed over the Internet. I hope I'm not confusing you. In other words, Internet provides the network structure that allows computers to communicate with each other, and as a result, they share information. While WWW, that's World Wide Web, these are the pages you see on your device when you are online. Some of us visit several websites. So these websites are what we call World Wide Web. Before we call it a day, you will quickly do a class activity for me. Send your answers to my email address, which I will provide at the end of the class, and I promise I will respond. The question is, what is the difference between an Internet and the World Wide Web? What is the difference between an Internet and the World Wide Web? Please send your answers to me. Please, if you have any questions, kindly send me an email. My name is Dr. Achie Ifoma Abigail. and my email is iajie@noun.edu.ng. Thank you.